Easy mother.
Hey guys, and welcome back. It's Video Game Cadet here, and this week is another video of live game hunting. It's episode 6, so sit back and enjoy yourselves. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and join the battalion. I would really appreciate it. There's my wife. I'm going to drop her off at the local Target store. She's going to spend a couple hours there and at a couple different stores in that area. So that means I've got about 2 hours to do some game hunting, and I had some awesome finds this week. Maybe the best finds I've had during the whole life of this channel, so I'm really excited to show them to you. And it all starts here with an awesome Nintendo find at the first Goodwill of the day. Yeah, like I said, it's some awesome finds for this video. Be sure to comment down below if you agree with me at the end of the video. So we're going to go ahead and park the car and get inside. So there was one lonely GameCube game back there in the DVD and video game section. We have Crash, but it's in a Smashing Drive disc box right there, so we're gonna pass on that. But up in front there was a bundled set of GameCube games in a glass case that I picked up right away. So we have Metroid Prime Echoes, an awesome game for the GameCube, one I was very excited to have. I already have Metroid Prime and Metroid Prime with Echoes bonus disc, so that's the third one. I was really excited about completing that. Here is Animal Crossing, another great game for the GameCube. It's a duplicate game for me, so I'm going to be flipping that to make a little bit of extra cash and help myself continue game hunting in the future. So like I said, everything in this bundle was complete in the box and $4 a piece. I couldn't believe the ones I found. Here is SSX3 for the Nintendo GameCube. Not a great game, but I decided to add it to the collection. I should say it's not great compared to the other games I found, like this one. Code Veronica X for the Nintendo GameCube. An awesome Resident Evil game, and that one goes for like $40 or $50 on eBay if that's what you're trying to buy it for. So a very awesome steal for $4 at this Goodwill. And last but not least, Paper Mario. I couldn't believe it. It's one of my favorite games for the GameCube system, and to find it in really great condition at a Goodwill, complete in the box, I was kind of blown away. I haven't found that quality of titles in a long time at a Goodwill, so it was really exciting. So here we are, we're pulling up to the next Goodwill. This is a specialty Goodwill. Some people call it Weigh and Pays, but there's an electronic section that's pretty big in the back, so I try to hit this one pretty often because they restock it almost daily. So I'm going to go ahead and park the car, and I'll show you what I found in the back of that store. So here we are now in the back. There was a busted NES for $15, nothing special. And I already have 2 of them in my collection, so I wasn't worried about picking that one up. Here was an N64 controller that I decided not to pick up after a while. The stick was just a little too wobbly for me, and for $5, it wasn't a great bargain. So we're going to take a look at their big selection of games. Now most of them are like Maddens and such, but sometimes you'll find a decent one. And God of War for $1 is not a bad deal. So I'm going to continue looking around. So they have the PlayStation 2 games up top, and then they have Xbox original games on the second tier, and some more PlayStation games apparently. And then down below they have mostly computer titles, some PS1s, but nothing that I really was super excited to see. Sometimes these are in rougher condition, but often I can find some pretty awesome games for 99 cents or cheaper, so it's always a good idea. So I did pick up that God of War for the PlayStation 2. It was a greatest hits collection, but completing the box for 99 cents, I couldn't really pass it up. It's a very fun game if you are into the PlayStation 2. So here we are pulling up into the third Goodwill of the day, I believe. This one I've had some very awesome finds, some GameCube, some DS titles that I've really enjoyed in the past. So I hit this one up almost weekly too. So I'm going to go ahead and park the car and see what's inside this one as well. So here we are walking into the toys, DVD area in the way back at the store. And it looks like mostly like karaoke games. Look like a Guitar Hero, some Madden games that I'm just really not all that excited about. And they have a couple PS1 games, but nothing amazing. Oh, there's a DS game, but it's just a Madden 2005, so I'm gonna have to unfortunately pass on that one as well. And sometimes I've found some decent titles in the actual DVD area. I guess that's just workers misplacing something, but nothing there that day, so I hightailed it out real quick. Now I'm pulling up to a local privately owned thrift store called Reused Thrift, and I don't hit this one very often because they just don't happen to have a lot of video games most times that I've gone in the past. But I did score decently when I walked in today, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what was in there. And there's New Super Mario Bros., a very fun game, and one I don't have in my collection, and a couple of random, pretty much shovelware for the DS. Now what she told me was that she wanted to sell them $1 a piece, but she didn't want to sell them separately. She said that not a lot of people come looking for games, so she wanted me to buy them $1 a piece and all at once. So I did have to pick up the Guinness World Records, the game, and Cooking Mama. I'm sorry if you're a big fan of those games, which I doubt, but I wasn't particularly interested in having those. But the reason I bought it, New Super Mario Bros. That's a very awesome game, and for $1, I will pick that up 100% of the time. So that was a pretty awesome find. Now we're heading over to the last Goodwill of the day, where I did score it big, in my opinion at least, and especially if you are a PS2 fan. Now I know my time is ticking right now because I have to pick up my wife in probably about 20 or 30 minutes, so I have to run in real quick. But lucky for me, they did have a very cool set of games that was probably restocked a day or so ago because these wouldn't last very long. So you have Drakengard 2 for the PS2. I'm not entirely familiar with it, but I did check it on eBay and it goes for probably about $15 or $20. And then Silent Hill 4, a very, very fun game if you're into the horror genre. One of my favorite Silent Hill games for the PS2, so I was really excited about adding that to the collection. And completing the box, an awesome deal. If I didn't mention it before, all these were $2 a piece. Here we have Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. I'm a huge DBZ fan, and to find these in a Goodwill was pretty awesome. So another completing the box, $2 game, 100% of the time I'll pick it up. And then there we go, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. I'm sure I butchered that, but I'm excited about trying that one out. That's one in the DBZ collection of games that I haven't tried yet before. So that's it for the game hunting today. But be sure to subscribe and throw me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment down below, guys. Thanks.